what would have been the 22nd annual Service Above Self Awards ceremony. This is an annual ceremony as indicated by the 22nd year, and it is our opportunity as a regional center to work with our board of directors to recognize all of the providers and all of these services that are there to support this amazing community. In the year 2020, we were challenged like never before, and we weren't sure, just like everybody else, how we would get through it. And one of the constants that we had were the people that supported our community. And over the last few months in particular, we were hit hard by the coronavirus. We had many service providers that became either infected or infected and ill with the virus, individuals that we were serving. And it really became a challenge, which is why we postponed the Service Above Self when it should have occurred back in October. At that time, we had a huge spike in cases. And at that time, it just didn't feel right to have a celebration, even though we knew we needed to recognize. So we decided, let's hold off a bit and let's refocus. And then things didn't get better. We had a huge spike in November, December, in January. But I'm happy to report that things are finally trending in the right direction. And hopefully we'll continue to work together to get this under control. And what we wanted to do was to celebrate the providers. Many of them, whether they were residential, supported living, independent living, ABA providers, or any other that really the people that we serve rely on. Many of them kept working, even though they weren't sure what kind of risk they were putting themselves in. And it really was a testament to the strength of the community that even in adversity and even in uncertainty, we have a strong team that together we can get through anything, really. And we're not out of the woods yet, as the saying goes, but where we are is in a stronger place. There's an old saying that a person's true colors don't come out when things are good. They come out when you're under immense pressure, and they come out when you're under immense distress. Many of the service providers have really gone way above and beyond to ensure that the people that they were serving remain safe and that they remained vigilant in their programming. So we pivoted, and now
Unmute.
we're going to take this opportunity.
There we go.
We're going to take this opportunity to um, celebrate them. And we're hoping to really have a robust ceremony later this year. I really doubt we're going to have any in-person activities in the coming year, but that doesn't mean we can't celebrate. And today's celebration is about recognizing those providers in 2020. And even though the categories are short, I think it's only 10 or 11, but that doesn't mean that we don't celebrate all of the providers that have gone way above and beyond for these services. So on behalf of the San Andreas Regional Center of the Board of Directors, I am Javier Zaldivar, the Executive Director, and I welcome you to our 22nd annual Service Above Self. Things are a little bit different. We're not going to have any live speaking except for the reading of the bios. And we are actually going to show videos that the people that received the awards received. So with that said, I am going to hand it over to our Master of Ceremonies today, who is Francisco Valenzuela, and he will explain a little bit further and do a little bit further welcoming. So Francisco, thank you, and take over.
Thank you, Javier, for that great introduction and opening. Yes, as Javier mentioned, this is our 22nd annual Service Above Self Awards. We are looking forward to hosting this event. And as Javier said, it's important that we share our grateful thoughts to those who have gone above and beyond in serving the developmental disability community. With that said, I'm going to share a few thoughts of each awardee, and then we'll go into a video. But before that, we have a message from our board president, Christine Gianola, and board member, Pam Kerman.
Hi, my name is Christine Gianoa, and I'm the new board president. And I want to thank everyone for helping all of us with a disability. Your support and your kindness have really helped us. And I know you are facing some hard time, and we really appreciate you doing what you have done for us.
And I'm Pamela Kerman, one of the board members for the San Andreas Regional Center. And you know, we've been doing this award ceremony for the last 22 years, and it never ceases to amaze me the caliber of individuals who are recipients of these awards. And this year is no exception. On behalf of the board of directors, I'd like to thank everybody for their dedication, their support, and their devotion to the developmental disability community. Congratulations, and thanks again for your very hard work and devotion.
Yeah, thank you very much for helping all of us. And also the clients who've been getting this reward. I'm happy to see that there are some clients who really want to advocate and support the disabled. And I'm happy to see that they are working together with us. So thank you, everyone. Hi.
Thank you for that. With that, we'll go into our program. And the first award that we are presenting is the Legislator of the Year Award, and that is going to current Senator Dave Cortese. The award was presented to him when he was a Board of Supervisor. But as you all know, the elections came up and he was elected as our senator. The Legislator of the Year Award is presented to an elected official who has continuously supported the developmental disability community through advocacy, support, policies, and legislation that help provide a better life to individuals with developmental disabilities. And this year, our Legislator of the Year is Senator Dave Cortese. As a board member, as a Board of Supervisors, Dave was instrumental in supporting funding for inclusive parks for children with differing abilities and took a leadership role in securing affordable housing funding for individuals with developmental disabilities. Senator Cortese was elected in November of 2020 to represent State Senate District 15, which encompasses much of Santa Clara County in the heart of Silicon Valley. Along with his accomplished career as an attorney and business owner, the senator previously served on the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors for over a decade, with 40 years as board president on the San Jose City Council for 8 years, including 2 years as vice mayor. Senator Cortese has done a lot of work for our community. One of the main things as a board supervisor, he assisted in increasing affordable housing and to find solutions to the homelessness issue in Santa Clara County. Dave initiated the creation of a countywide housing task force with representatives from business, labor, city, and county offices, the local homeless population, and many experts on housing and homelessness. That group's recommendation led to such initiatives as groundbreaking 950 million Measure A affordable housing bond that Dave co-chaired, as well as the All the Way Home campaign that has housed 1,940 of the county's veterans. As California State Senator, David intends to continue and expand on the successful work he has done in Santa Clara County and apply as many solutions as possible statewide. Congratulations, Senator Dave Cortese, for being the 2020 Legislator of the Year.
Hi, I'm California State Senator Dave Cortese, and I want to thank the San Andreas Regional Center Board of Directors for this tremendous honor. I have to be honest, it was unexpected. I'm sure there are many, many deserving people, but it does mean a lot to me, and I want to thank you for it. You know, I've been able to sit in on your self-determination advisory committee meetings not so long ago as a Santa Clara County Supervisor, and I value your partnership in the community. a member of my office and a powerful voice for the developmentally and intellectually disabled in Santa Clara County and statewide, the late Cheryl Hewitt invited me and my staff to attend. I know Cheryl worked closely with the center and she will be deeply missed. She's helped many of us look at the needs of the disabled community multidimensionally. She believed fiercely in one's right to self-determination, that people with developmental disabilities retain the right to express their needs and desires and take part in planning their futures. In the face of COVID-19, Cheryl was especially adamant that in-home caregivers be given recognition along with first responders because of the tireless devotion they showed in caring for her and hundreds of other clients. She believed that those employed by in-home support services should have personal protection equipment because they work directly with clients who are at a higher risk of infection, frontline workers, to say the least. Well, I've done what I can thus far as an elected official to work with all of you, and I know that you'll continue to guide me as a state senator in fighting and helping families, whether it be for educational programs, quality care facilities, paratransit, removing barriers to service, and all the other things that we need to continuously fight for. These values will continue to be carried with me in my next role, and I assure you my staff will carry those values with them as well. We will continue to have the direct advice of the disability community in my work as a public servant and as a state senator. I was told to make sure to have this with me because it was delivered. It is gorgeous. I guarantee you this will have a very prominent place in my state Senate office. It's been a pleasure to serve you for the last 12 years as a member of the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors. I look forward to seeing you all in the near future. Happy holidays to all of you, regardless of how you celebrate. Thank you.
We are in good hands with Senator Dave Cortese. The second award being presented today is the Outstanding Community Service and Support Award for Clinical Service, going to Dr. Andrew Berger. The award is presented to an individual or organization that has supported the developmental disability community with clinical or medical services. Andrew was born and raised in San Francisco Bay Area and attended the University of California, Berkeley. He earned his nurse's and doctorate degree in clinical psychology at the California School of Professional Psychology in Los Angeles. Soon after, he completed his postdoctoral residency at Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health, working at an inpatient psychiatric hospital at the Los Angeles County Jail. At Kaiser, Andrew is a clinical manager and training director for the South Bay postdoctoral residency program. He also oversees the triage team, which provides urgent and emergency care in the clinical emergency room at the hospital. Congratulations, Andrew, for being this year's the 2020 Outstanding Community Service from a Clinical Service Award.
Hi, my name is Andrew Berger, and I'm a licensed psychologist, and I've been working for Kaiser Department of Psychiatry for the past 22 years. I really want to thank you for this award. I also want to say that I'm rewarded daily when I go into work. I really enjoy my job, doing family therapy, individual therapy, seeing children, doing psychological assessments, and training our postdoctoral residents so that they can provide care as well. I also have a close family member who has a developmental disability and see firsthand what it's like when he goes out into the community, a place that's not always so accepting of differences and challenges, especially in the school setting. I'm from the Bay Area. I grew up in the South Bay, and I remember having classmates in school with disabilities. And back in the day, those classmates were really separated from mainstream classes. We mostly were able to see each other during recess, but otherwise there was quite a separation. So I feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this community. Thank you so much.
What a great presentation. Thank you, Andrew, for your work. The next award presented is the first, there's two, the first Volunteer of the Year award, which goes to Janet Heathcote for her endless support and friendship to individuals with developmental disabilities. The Volunteer of the Year award is presented to those individuals who have dedicated their time in a volunteer basis to the developmental disability community. We are very fortunate to have many great volunteers serving in our service system. This year, it was a very difficult process in selecting recipients. But because of the work that Janet has done in volunteering her time, she was chosen as one of the recipients. Since the pandemic began, Janet has been hosting her Girl Scout troops and Friday night dances virtually. She is committed to her dancing and feels that the adults she works with have a better sense of community and entertainment by participating. Even though her Girl Scout troops and dancers have had to participate virtually, Janet has been inspirational and supportive to everyone she has worked with. Janet truly has displayed an act of kindness with the community of adults she works with. Congratulations, Janet, on being one of the 2020 Volunteers of the Year.
Janet, thank you for believing in me. You deserve our award. Thank you for helping the community. I love you, girl. You rock it.
What a great little message. The second Volunteer of the Year award goes to Kavita Sridhar for being a strong advocate for individuals with developmental disabilities. Kavita is the co-founder of a nonprofit organization called Pragna that works with neurodiversity. Pragna, which literally means a much heightened sense of awareness and mindfulness, brings together the neurodiverse and neurotypical worlds. An ally of anyone who is different, she has a listening ear and support to each person's opportunity of learning while picking up on the nuance of each person's strength. Her ability to accept and find joy in the essence of each person is to open the door for them, to connect them, and to engage them to thrive. Kavita attributes her allyship mentality to her late mother, Mahima, and her beautiful 15-year-old neurodiverse daughter. Congratulations, Kavita, on being one of our 2020 Volunteer of the Year recipients.
Pragna. It's a Sanskrit term which really means a very heightened sense of awareness. Pragna as an organization came into existence to kind of understand the puzzle or the maze that is autism, and also to spread the message of neurodiversity acceptance. At Pragna, we developed an ally support program which draws heavily from the wisdom therapy concept that Dr. Shawnee Robbins, a Stanford psychologist, introduced, which incorporates skills of empathy, mindfulness, ego transcendence, humility, into developing something called communication hygiene, which enables each and every single person to be able to interact and integrate and understand how to communicate with somebody that is different. At Pragna, we use this ally support program to train neurotypical individuals like you and me to integrate and communicate with individuals who are neurodiverse, like people with autism, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, to give everybody a semblance of what it means to accept one another without judgment. At Pragna, we have programs for children between the ages of 2 and 18, where they learn and play together. We also have programs where we have adults who are above the age of 18, which is the Pragna My Pack program, where both communities, the neurodiverse and the neurotypical, come together to interact with each other. The goal is to build a non-judgmental and accepting world, welcoming of diversity, where every single human being, every single individual is given an opportunity to live a life of dignity and respect with all the appropriate supports.
What amazing program. We're very fortunate to have Kavita doing the work she does. Our next award is the Outstanding Community Service and Support Award. We're actually presenting this to three different individuals, organizations. The first Outstanding Community Service and Support Award goes to TJ Maxx Almaden Store for employing individuals with developmental disabilities. The Outstanding Community Service and Support Award is presented to organizations or individuals who have gone above and beyond in serving the developmental disability community. For more than 5 years, TJ Maxx has hired individuals with differing abilities to work at the Almaden store. After being closed from mid-March due to the shelter in place, for a few months, they hired back 3 clients from the Friends of Children with Special Needs program. TJ Maxx has been very supportive in keeping people with differing abilities employed and look forward to continuing supporting individuals with employment opportunities. Thank you, TJ Maxx, for employing individuals with developmental disabilities, and congratulations on being one of our outstanding community service and support recipients.
Hi, my name is Donna. I've been in retail over 40 years.
I enjoy working and proud to be a TJ Maxx employee for the 5 years.
Hi, my name is Lori and I've been working at TJ Maxx for 7 years. I'm very grateful. I want to say thank you so much, TJ Maxx.
Thank you to my supervisors and job coach. Working with TJ Maxx for the past years has given me the opportunity to gain working experience.
I've enjoyed being a teacher, a mentor, and a friend to all my associates. I love watching them grow and learn, developing great work ethics. I've watched Angie Van High and Lily mature and blossom into wonderful team members. Working with them has taught me so much. I cannot express the love I have for them. They come to work every day with a smile on their face, eager to start working. They are an asset to our TJ family. See, I don't see them as disabled. I see them as wonderful associates and part of my extended TJ family. I'm honored to receive such a prestigious award. With Angie Van High and Lily, that's award enough for me. They bring so much joy and happiness to our store. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Wow, thank you, TJ Maxx, for the work you do. The second Outstanding Community Service and Support Award goes to Joshua's Gift for supporting families who have loved ones with differing abilities. Joshua's Gift provides support, social, mental, emotional, and economic support for families living with autism. Through its financial contributions, Joshua's Gift supports families for family outings, wellness, trainings, awareness, and provision of services and dissemination of products in the community. Joshua's Gifts will promote the development of a society that intimately accepts, respects, includes, and accommodates individuals on the autism spectrum. Joshua's Gifts has been godsent to many families during the pandemic, and its founder, Misfa, has kept in touch with families to make sure they are doing okay. Joshua's Gift, under the leadership of Misfa, has truly gone above and beyond in serving the autism community. We want to congratulate Joshua's Gift for being one of our outstanding community service and support recipients.
Three years ago, we did not think we would be here talking about the many families we've helped through Joshua's Gift. Families like the cousin who happens to be the only relative left to take care of her 63-year-old amazing cousin with Down syndrome, or the family who lost their husband and their father. He was the breadwinner of their family.
We are humbled and thankful to accept this Service Above Self award from the San Andreas Regional Center for recognizing the work we do in helping families with developmental disabilities. We'd like to give a special thank you to Erica Chin, who has worked so closely with us in accommodating these families, and to the special families who we've been so blessed to work with.
We dedicate this award to every family sheltered in place and trying to cope with these challenging times. We are passionate and deeply committed to our mission of creating positive community experiences for each of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua's gift. The third Outstanding Community Service and Support Award goes to the late Cheryl Hewitt for her commitment to advocating for the disability community. Cheryl was a resident of San Jose and disability rights advocate who passed away on May 21st, 2020, surrounded by her sisters and a close friend. Cheryl was a strong leader with a kind heart, dedicated to helping people with intellectual and developmental disabilities live their best lives. Cheryl's gift was to see the inherent strength of the individual and not their disability. Cheryl's commitment to advocating for people with disabilities took many forms. Cheryl served as a chairperson for the Regional Advisory Committee, Central Coast Office, chair of San Andreas Regional Center's Self-Determination Advisory Committee, vice president of the Board of Directors of Silicon Valley Independent Living Center, and consultant on disability in the Office of Santa Clara County Board of Supervisor Dave Cortese. Through her work, Cheryl amplified the voices of people with disabilities and raised awareness of barriers they face, both at the individual and systematic levels. Cheryl's advocacy continues through her work and commitment of those who knew her and were inspired by her story. The third Outstanding Community Service and Support goes to the late Cheryl Hewitt.
Hi, this is David Grady from the State Council on Developmental Disabilities, Central Coast region. I know all of us have dozens of stories to tell about Cheryl. And what comes to mind when reflecting about the work that she and I did together, I can't help but think about a meeting where I was in the midst of explaining some bureaucratic process and going on and on. And she looked at me and she said, "It sounds like you're making an excuse." That stopped me. I took a breath and thought, am I? And I responded, well, no, I'm not making an excuse. I'm explaining. But that's classic Cheryl. She did not want to hear about excuses. She wanted us to work together, align with her, and move the system forward so that services and supports for folks with disabilities could continue. She had a lot of struggle to get that to happen, but she never stopped. And it's with pride that I can say I worked with her. At State Council, we're going to have to do some shuffling and aligning and figuring out, because quite honestly, Cheryl set our work and our pace and our areas of interest. We want to keep doing that in her honor. So thank you very much, and God bless you, Cheryl.
To Cheryl with love. Cheryl was my colleague and my friend. I met Cheryl a few years ago when we were both serving at the Regional State Council. Quickly, we connected and developed a great friendship that will last forever. Cheryl was eager to help and share her knowledge, experience, challenges, and struggles with others. On several occasions, she was my special guest. She was always available. Sometimes she got frustrated when her transportation would not allow her to attend some events in other counties with me. I know for a fact that nothing came easy to her. She had to fight for every single thing, and I have witnessed that. She had to put a lot of effort to get her message across. However, she always took the time to advocate for others. One of the last times I spoke to her, she was concerned about people with developmental disabilities not wearing masks or keeping social distance during the pandemic. Through her, I was able to understand more and more the difficulties she faced, but also her desire to overcome obstacles and rise above every situation and keep going. Cheryl, thank you for the great moments we shared together and for your friendship. You will always have a special place in my heart. Bye-bye, Cheryl. Have a safe trip home.
Thank you, Martha, for that amazing dedication. And thank you, David, for that amazing acknowledgement of Cheryl. She truly was a leader in serving our community. The next award is the Employer of the Year Award, and that goes to Center for Social Dynamics. The Employer of the Year Award is presented to a business that has gone above and beyond in serving and supporting the developmental disability community by hiring, training, and supporting individuals to work. We are very fortunate to have many partners in our community who employ individuals with developmental disabilities, and we are thankful that Center for Social Dynamics has just done that. Center for Social Dynamics was founded by Pete Perales in 2012. He was active in the field for over 24 years, where he spent much of his time working in research, diagnosis, and the treatment of autism across cultural and language contexts. As CEO, Pete is in charge of directing a team of highly qualified professionals. He operates, develops, and implements individualized treatment programs for children, adolescents, and young adults diagnosed with autism, utilizing empirically researched, evidence-based programs, including the principles of applied behavioral analysis. Congratulations, Center for Social Dynamics, for being the 2020 Employer of the Year.
Hi, everyone. Pete from CSD here. Wow, so cool. Number one, congratulations to all the recipients of awards tonight. It's just so cool and such an honor to be part of this group of amazing professionals. And then thank you very much to my team for being so awesome, so dedicated. And thank you, San Andreas Regional Center and its community, to make us be a part of it, and to team up so well with us and to care so much for everyone around. Thank you. This award really means the world to us, especially during these times that we all need some extra fuel in our tanks. Means the world, to me, to my whole team, to the CSD community. From all of us, thank you very much. I'm here. We will always be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. And congratulations on your award and continue the great service that you're doing. The next award, the next 22nd Annual Service Above Self Award is the Community Resource of the Year Award, and that is being presented to Inclusive World. The Community Service of the Year Award goes to organizations that are not funded by San Andreas Regional Center, but support the same individuals served. Inclusive World is a 501c nonprofit organization based in the Bay Area. The mission of Inclusive World is to develop skills and abilities of differently abled youth 13 years and above, based on their interests and goals for the future. They train differently abled youth in vocational skills such as computer programming, MS Excel software, testing, robotics, arts and crafts, and small business. They also offer volunteer opportunities, paid job placement services for individuals. Staying true to their mission, they practice person-centered principles within the organization. They use one-page profiles of differently abled students and teen adults and volunteers to create a space where everyone feels supported and appreciated. Congratulations, Inclusive World, for being the 2020 Community Service of the Year recipient.
I'm Madhu Krishnan, co-founder and president of Inclusive World. On behalf of Inclusive World, I would like to thank San Andreas Regional Center for choosing us as a recipient of the Community Resource of the Year Award. The heart and soul of Inclusive World are our differently abled individuals and their circle of support who work hard every day to achieve a better life amidst all the challenges that are thrown at them. We are grateful to have the opportunity to play a meaningful role in their lives and hopefully help them achieve their dreams and live content, happy lives. We would not be here today without the passion and support of our teen and adult volunteers, our donors and well-wishers. We are truly honored and humbled to receive this award, and we promise to continue working on our mission to build a truly inclusive world. Thank you.
No doubt our community is in great hands with great organizations such as Inclusive World. The next award being presented is the Special Education Teacher of the Year Award, and that is going to Tamara Bermudez. The Special Education Teacher of the Year Award is presented to teachers who have gone above and beyond in providing an education to the students with differing abilities that they serve. Last year, the committee had a very challenging time because we get many great award recommendations for this category, and it's always a difficult in choosing because every special education teacher that is recognized is deserving. This year, we're recognizing Tamara for her special skills that she provides. Tamara teaches for the Alum Rock Union School District in the Renaissance Academy at Fisher Middle School. At the beginning of the 2018-19 school year, Tamara was able to move to a middle school position at the Renaissance Academy, where she currently teaches 6th to 8th graders with autistic superpowers. Her students are amazing, and she has witnessed students find their voice within their class settings. After working for 20 plus years in logistics and city government, Tamara decided to make a career change. Upon graduating from Western Governors University in December 2013, she was hired by the Alum Rock School District for the 2014-2015 school year. During this time, she received added authorizations in autism, traumatic brain injury, and adaptive physical education. Tamara has truly gone above and beyond in serving the students that she provides support to. Congratulations, Tamara, for being the 2020 Teacher of the Year.
Good afternoon. My name is Tamara Bermudez, and I work for the Alum Rock Union School District. I teach at Renaissance Academy at Fisher. I want to thank the San Andreas Regional Center and its governing board for this great honor. It was truly a humbling call to receive. I teach 6th through 8th grade students with autistic superpowers. They are amazing young people. But it takes a team to help students thrive in academics and life. I want to thank our administrators at Renaissance Academy, Doug Kleinhens and Anna Nguyen, for all their hard work in making sure all students are learning and are okay. I want to thank our general education teachers for a fully inclusive environment, even during this hard time of distance learning. I want to thank my para-educators who come in every day to make sure my students are learning and to challenge them. And to our parents and helping be part of that team, I want to thank them. And to my students, you guys are the reason that I teach. You are amazing young people. I raise the bar high and you rise to the occasion. You never cease to amaze me. I am so proud of you and all that you do. I know distance learning has been tough, but as I've said before, there are some lessons you have learned here that I would have never been able to recreate in the classroom. Again, I am proud of you, and I am grateful for this honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tamara. The next category to be presented is the Service Provider of the Year. And in this category, San Andreas Regional Center is recognizing 2 service providers. The first Service Provider of the Year award goes to Ocean View Apollo Day Program for providing excellent service and support to individuals with developmental disabilities. The Service Provider of the Year award is presented to a vendorized program funded by San Andreas Regional Center for providing excellent care, service, support, and guidance to consumers they serve. Apollo Day Program staff and individuals served are treated like family. Patrick Laurel, who is the administrator at Apollo Day Program, began immediately to provide clients virtual day programs services when COVID-19 started. It was important that individuals being served at Apollo Day Program continued receiving great services despite the challenges of the pandemic. Patrick and his staff have gone definitely above and beyond in serving individuals with developmental disabilities. Congratulations, Apollo Day Program, for being the 2020 Service Provider of the Year recipient.
Hello, everyone. My name is Patrick Laurel, and I'm the Executive Director of the Apollo Adult Day Program. 2020 has been the most difficult year of our lifetime. We've endured a number of challenges, including an ongoing health crisis with COVID-19. But despite these, we've all come together as a community in order to continue our services for our individuals. It sure has been difficult, and it may continue to be difficult. However, I have seen the determination in the faces of everyone in this community, and it is with that united effort that we were able to turn the situation around from what was initially thought as improbable to possible, as we all have one goal in mind, and that is to endure through this year, not alone, but as a community. And it is through this corroboration that alternative and virtual services were made possible so that our teachers and our individuals may continue to thrive and engage with one another, to be able to spend time, albeit virtually, with one another, and to provide everyone a means to cope with 2020. All this could not have been done without the Apollo family, our individuals and their family, as they continue to inspire us to work harder, the undying support from my wife, Eileen Laurel, and the continued guidance from one of my godmothers, Dina Corpus, who's taught me the importance of hard work and understanding, and also the lessons of my late father, Mario B. Laurel, who's taught me compassion and kindness. I dedicate this award to all of you. And so, from the Apollo family, we would like to thank all of you for choosing us as 2020's Service Provider of the Year.
Thank you for our family.
What a great presentation. Thank you, Patrick. The next Service Provider of the Year award goes to Ocean View Home. Ocean View Home is a 4-H family-run residential home located in the quaint beach town of Capitola. Betty Gonzalez opened Ocean View in 1985. She is a mother, grandmother, and administrator, psych tech, and caregiver. Her 3 sons continue her legacy of operating Ocean View with compassion and kindness. The last 35 years at Ocean View Home have been an amazing journey. They have helped many gentlemen form countless connections and created lifelong relationships with these individuals. One of those gentlemen has been with Ocean View for the entire 35-year journey. Many of the gentlemen at Ocean View have been a part of the journey for over 10, 15, and more years. Ocean View Home has taken great pride in the care they provide in the community they strive to serve. Ocean View looks forward to continuing the mission of creating a safe and loving home for individuals with developmental disabilities. Congratulations, Ocean View Home, for being one of the 2020 Service Provider of the Year recipients.
We at Ocean View Home just want to thank everyone who has been part of our journey. Without great staff, families, parents, friends, SARC, LPAs, service coordinators, this would not be possible. So thank you for allowing us to serve with you.
And the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Thank you very much for that great video. The next category for the 22nd Annual Service Above Self Awards is the ILS Staff of the Year Award, and that is being presented to Carly Wells. The Independent Living Service and Support Award is presented to an individual who goes above and beyond in serving consumers they support with independent living services. Carly is a program manager for community living at Hope Services. She was born in the Philippines and graduated with a Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing. Carly migrated to the US in 1990 and found a job in social work instead of the healthcare services that she was planning on doing. Her goals and aspirations in life, besides being around family, is to help others live independently in their own homes, to be part of the community and learn to stay safe. Carly enjoys her work and cares about the people she serves. And she truly has gone above and beyond in serving the individuals that she supports. This year, San Andreas Regional Center is presenting Carly Wells with the ILS Independent Living Service Award.
My name is Carly Wells. I would like to thank the San Andreas Regional Center Nomination Committee for choosing me as the ILS Staff of the Year. I am also grateful, humbled, and honored to my boss, Soan Rinta, who nominated me for this award. It is very thoughtful and nice of you to appreciate my efforts. Again, thank you for the San Andreas Regional Center Nomination Committee and to my boss, Suan Renta.
Thank you, Carly, for your great work. The next category for the 22nd Annual Service Above Self Awards is Residential Staff of the Year, and that is being presented to Wendy Adler. The Residential Staff of the Year Award is presented to a residential staff who has gone above and beyond in providing direct care services to consumers they serve in a residential setting. Wendy says that working with people with developmental disabilities is the only thing I've ever really felt I was meant to do. She believes that people with developmental disabilities have always seemed to end up in her path. At 16 years old, she enrolled in an ROP program at the Pacific Grove High School, where she volunteered at Gateway Center for 2 years. While volunteering at Gateway, she was introduced to Whispering Pines Day Camp and Summer Day Camp programs in Monterey, where she worked for 4 summers with kids with special needs. Many of these campers are still living at Gateway Center. When she helped start the supported living program through Gateway Center in Monterey County, where she and her husband helped manage and support homes for clients for almost 10 years. This year, we would like to acknowledge Wendy for the work she does and presenting her with the Residential Staff of the Year.
I would like to thank Gateway Center of Monterey County for nominating me for this award. I also thank San Andreas Regional Center. It is always nice to be appreciated, and I was completely surprised by the nomination. I'm grateful for the individuals that we serve. I want to thank the staff at the Rheindaler Adult Residential Facility that do so much to support these individuals. Our home is a huge group effort. I feel blessed to have known and been able to serve our clients, some of whom I have been working with for over 20 years now. I have had a passion for working with individuals with disabilities as long as I can remember. God has placed people in my path who needed assistance, and it has always been easy to treat them with respect and kindness. The individuals I serve are people with great individual worth and value. They deserve to have and live their best life possible. They deserve to be treated with respect and kindness and to be given the love they deserve. I am thankful to have learned a great many life lessons from the individuals I have been blessed to work with. Finally, I would like to thank my sweet husband and my family. I couldn't do this without your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wendy, for the great work you do. And clearly her heart is in the right place in serving the people that she supports. The next category award that we're giving is the Supported Living Staff of the Year, and that is going to Alicia Virgin. The Supported Living Staff of the Year award is presented to support staff who go above and beyond in supporting consumers they serve, while supporting them and providing and holding on to the values of honor, respect, and care. Alicia was born in Mexico into a traditional family who always helped their neighbors. Her parents installed into the family that they should always help others in need. Alicia moved to the Bay Area in 2012 and immediately began working with individuals with special needs. She treats her clients like family, knows each one very well, and treats them with respect. Alicia is a very grateful person and enjoys working with the developmental disability community and looks forward to continuing her support of those she serves. Congratulations, Alicia, for being the 2020 Supported Living Staff of the Year.
I just want to say thank you for this award. It's very important for me and for my family because my job is being recognized, but I do my job because it's something that I have to do in my life. And then I thank you to everybody who support these individuals that really need, help. And then we have to help everybody, to all these people. Thank you.
Gracias, Alicia, for your endless support and your work that you do with the consumers you serve. The next category is the Advocate of the Year Award, and that is being presented to Alyssa Olsen. The Consumer Advocate of the Year Award is presented to an individual with developmental disabilities who advocates and supports individuals with developmental disabilities. This category is dedicated to those individuals who truly go above and beyond in supporting their peers at the advocacy, legislative, and support level. Growing up with minor cerebral palsy, Alyssa was disheartened by the lack of general awareness around disability.
Francisco, you're on mute. We are unable to hear you.
My apologies. I wasn't aware that my microphone wasn't on, so I will start over. The 22nd Annual Service Above Self Award for the Consumer Advocate of the Year Award is being presented to Alyssa Olsen. The Supported Living Staff of the Year Award is presented to an individual who has gone above and beyond in supporting their consumers they serve, while holding on to the values of honor, respect, and care. This year, the award for the Consumer Advocate is being presented to Alyssa Olsen. Growing up with a minor cerebral palsy, Alyssa was disheartened by the lack of general awareness around disabilities in her community. In turn, it inspired her to create Disabilities Insight Advocacy Project, which aims to share success stories and strategies while connecting people through common experience. Alyssa attends the University of California in Santa Cruz, where she majors in literature. She believes that it's important to connect and share experiences so that we can all learn from each other and grow together. Congratulations, Alyssa, on being selected as the Consumer Advocate of the Year.
Hi, thank you so much to SOC for the honor of Advocate of the Year. It really means a lot to me. Thank you also to Community Life and to Tracy for building a community of people that are easy and fun to connect with. Thank you also for Bill for allowing me to tell his story and for being so open and honest with me. Disability Insight is a project I created to start conversations around disabilities. I hope I can tell many more stories about people in the community, and I hope it can be a resource for many people to connect to and share.
Thank you, Alyssa, for that great video. The next category, there's going to be 2 awards presented in the Lanterman Act Legacy Award. And these 2 awards are being presented to 2 individuals who have truly went above and beyond in serving their community. The Lanterman Act Legacy Award was created for the purpose of acknowledging those who have dedicated their entire lives to serving the developmental disability community. These are individuals who truly committed their time, effort in serving individuals in the developmental disability community. The first Lanterman Act Legacy Award goes to the late Veda Alamedi for her tireless support and advocacy she displayed in supporting the autism community and individuals with developmental disabilities. Sadly, Veda and her son Mohammed lost their lives on September 26, 2020. Veda had hundreds of autism friends around the country whom she knew because of the annual Autism Law Summit she attended. Veda wowed the audience at the 2018 summit with a luncheon keynote that had everyone laughing and crying at once. In her honor, the Autism Law Summit has established the Feda Alamati Scholarship Fund to bless one or more parent advocates. Feda got her start in autism advocacy by fiercely pushing for insurance reform in California to expand access to behavioral health treatment for those affected with autism. Donations went towards scholarships for low-income families that Feda helped advocate for. Feda served on the board of directors and helped guide its vision from 2013 until her untimely death. Feda is missed tremendously, along with her son, in the autism and developmental disability community. But her legacy of supporting those that she believed in will continue because of the groundwork she created and the leadership that she established. Feda is missed, and we are honored to present her with one of the Letterman Act Legacy Awards.
Old man, let me wipe your eyes. I've never seen you cry. Old friend, in your own sweet time.
Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like a
He's smiling.
He's so
Great.
Right here. Because he's smart, he knows what to put in his mouth.
Well, how come that's 3 at a time?
I don't need faith. I don't need truth. No one ever.
Do you want to go in a circle? Yeah.
You'd say this is all there is, and every time you blink, you miss another piece of this wondrous world. All I'd ask is why'd you leave so soon? Everybody seems to. I don't need faith, I just want you. No one ever leaves
Hamuda,
you.
did you do the Captain Crunch? Let Hamuda do it.
Everybody raise a glass, oh, here's to a good goodbye.
Good job, Hamuda.
Everybody raise a glass, oh, here's to a good goodbye. Everybody raise a glass, oh, here's to a good goodbye. Oh, everybody raise a glass, oh, all these memories up your eyes. I've never seen you cry. Old friend, in your own sweet time, we'll say goodbye. All these memories, too much to lose. No one ever leaves you. I don't need faith. I don't need truth. No one ever leaves you. You'd say this is all there is, and every time you blink you miss another piece of this wondrous world. All I'd ask is why'd you leave so soon? Everybody seems to. I don't need faith, I just want you. No one ever leaves you. Everybody raise a glass, oh, here's to a good goodbye. Everybody raise a glass, oh, here's to a good goodbye. Everybody raise a glass, oh, here's to a good goodbye. Oh, everybody raise a glass, oh, all these memories, too much to lose. No one ever leaves you. I don't need faith, I don't need truth. No one ever leaves you. I don't need faith, I just want proof.
Wow, that's like.
Old friend, in your own sweet time.
Can you say bye? Bye, everyone.
All my life I know by now. All these memories.
What an amazing tribute to Feda and her son Mew. Feda was an amazing woman, and anyone who knew her knew that she had endless energy and passion, and the work that she did for the autism community and the developmental disability community. While it was great, she is truly missed. The second Latterman Act Legacy Award goes to the late Deanna Corpus, who founded Evergreen Adult Developmental Center over 41 years ago. Deanna was born in March 22nd, 1948, in a small town of Lupao, Nueva Ecija on the island of the Philippines. Deanna was the eldest of four siblings. She was strong-willed and had the faith of a young age to set her goals on coming to the United States. She set the example for his siblings while going to school and graduating from Philippine Normal College. At the age of 19, she came to the United States with faith, courage, and a drive to succeed. Her journey in America started in San Francisco, California, where she pursued a Master of Public Administration from the University of San Francisco and Masters of Arts in Education from San Francisco State University, all while raising two daughters and developing programs for the needs of people with developmental disabilities. Eventually, she would make Silicon Valley her home and the birthplace of Corpus Training Center and Evergreen Adult Developmental Center. During her tenure, Deanna owned and operated a convalescent hospital in Stockton, acquired 10 residential care homes, and obtained 2 adult day programs. Her legacy has impacted and served over hundreds of individuals and families with people with developmental disabilities. She was a strong advocate, leader, teacher, and mentor. Deanna was a person who shared her knowledge with those who she came into contact with and was interested in serving people with special needs. She leaves behind 2 daughters, 6 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandson. Deanna truly was a champion for the developmental disability community, and she will be missed.
Today I heard my favorite song on the radio. I closed my eyes and saw our first hello. And then I saw the time we fell in love in each other's arms. I opened up my eyes and you were gone. Suddenly I realized how I love you so, and how I can't survive without your love. Since the time we'd say goodbye, it's hard to make you stay. How I wish you'd never go away.
I love you all. I gave you all my heart already. Okay.
What an amazing tribute to Deanna. Deanna, thank you all for participating in listening to our awards. I now hand it over back to Javier Zaldivar, the Executive Director of San Andreas Regional Center.
All right, thank you, Francisco, and thank you so much for really the last hour or so, recognizing many of the providers that have really gone out of their way. I gotta say, both Feda and Dina, I've known them for many years. Dina, I met 26 years ago, and seeing her journey and really all the people she inspired really was an incredible thing. And Feda, really on the legislative side, what a power horse. And I spoke to her a couple of months before her death, and they're both going to really be missed. But thank you for their legacies and what they left for us. Before we end, I thought it would be a great opportunity for Ms. Bess Prentice, who is our Service Provider Advisory Committee Chair for the Board of Directors, to say a couple of words regarding the service community and the amazing work, especially in 2020. Beth?
Thank you, Javier. Hi, everybody. My name is Beth. I'm the chair of the Service Provider Advisory Committee at SARC. So I have the opportunity to work with a number of providers all through SARC's catchment area. And this event is so inspiring and also just a snippet of some of the creativity and innovation and collaboration that we've seen over this past year. The last year has been so challenging for so many of us, and service providers have had a lot of ups and downs and worries about keeping their doors open, keeping their staff employed, keeping their staff safe, and then ultimately providing consistent, safe, and quality services to the people who we support. So while this year has been such a trial, it's also been such an inspiring opportunity to witness the kind of collaboration that can happen from community partnership and professional coalition building, and just the kind of creativity and innovation we have in our provider community here. So I just want to give a big thanks to everyone who was honored and everyone who was nominated, and all of you out there doing the work that you do and making a difference for the amazing people that we serve. So thank you all.
Thank you, Beth. I appreciate it. And thank you for being such a wonderful advocate and voice for our service provider community. Many of them have really been challenged, as we indicated in the beginning, and we continue to wish them success. And frankly, their commitment to this amazing community that is the developmental services. Before we end, I'm going to take a couple of seconds to talk about the coronavirus. There's a lot of activity going on with vaccines, and depending on the county in which you live, we'll be having a public forum in a couple of weeks regarding where we are with the vaccine. And until then, I do encourage you to visit our coronavirus and information and resource page, where you will find information related to the vaccines, COVID-19 testing sites, and these two, we're working on becoming a host site for vaccines with our partners. It really is a chessboard as we work with each individual county. And we know that there's a lot of confusion and a lot of angst around what may or may not be happening with the vaccine. But we do have information. I encourage people to go to My Turn California, where you can type in information and it will tell you, based upon that information, when you will be up for a vaccine. We have advocacy letters here that were written by the Department of Developmental Services for helping people get the vaccine. And then we have other information related to getting tested. We are a COVID-19 testing site. We'll be hosting it every 2 weeks. And we just had our last round this past week. So we'll be here 2 weeks in 2 weeks again. And you can go to any of the county websites to get, if you can't make it to our site, to definitely see where all the various sites are being offered for the vaccine. So with that, I just want to say again, thank you, Francisco. Thank you, San Andreas team, for all you've done. Thank you, providers. And thank you, Finn, our magician behind the scenes. And we wish you all continued health and safety. And again, our hearts go out to the families of Feda and Dina Corpus. May you know that they left quite a legacy for all of us to remember them by. Have an amazing Saturday, and we shall see you soon.